Alrighty, what's up everyone? Welcome to Arena Open Day 2 Draft 2. We have no losses to give. We went 3-1 in the first draft. If you missed that video, check it out earlier in the week. It was a really sweet deck with a lot of intense games. But now we're looking at a fresh pack and trying to get some wins. This pack is pretty underwhelming. I kind of want to take Tomebound Lich. I like Dimir control decks a lot. I mean, Silk Wrap is good. Good, not great removal. Chain to the Rocks is great removal, but it's 2 colors. And so if I'm going to take a 2-color card, I'd rather take Lich. And then I'm looking at the commons, and they're all fairly underwhelming. I guess you could take Gruul Guildgate. I think that's actually pretty reasonable. If Ben Werney were here, he would take Gruul Guildgate, I think. But I kind of want to draft a blue control deck. I don't know. That's just sort of where my Jim Jams are feeling. But my Jim Jams are feeling an Honored Hydra here. Actually, my Jim Jams could be feeling an Annex and Cymede as well. I don't know why I'm saying my Jim Jams. That's never a thing I've ever said in my life before. If we had taken Gruul Guildgate, you definitely take Hydra. I think it's just the best card in the pack, but it also plays really well with the Lich, right? Draw, discard the Lich, or draw, discard with the Lich, pitch the Hydra, and embalm it. I kind of like that. There's a Gnarlback Rhino, there's a Green Gate, there's Annex. I just don't think I want to second pick Annex and Cymede when I could just take Honored Hydra. So I'm going to do that and see what's up after that. I think. Yeah. This card's very good. And we could take it and maybe wheel Crusader. It's possible. I don't think that's the life I want to live, though. Ooh. Zathrid Necromancer is a life I'd like to live. Is this a human? No, it's a zombie. There's Jesse and Thief as well. There's Treasure Cruise as well. There's Dimir Guildgate as well. So those are all things that I like in the Dimir or Sultai space. Second Annex, though. So someone has shipped us now 2 Annexes. Two players. 2 players know. Is that true? 2 players know? No. Only 1 player knows that they've passed 2 Annexes to us. But I think we just take the Necromancer. I think Necromancer is quite good. And Jesse and Thief is good too, as is Treasure Cruise. And I am going to be doing some swaying here as we're using our standing desk. Just getting the legs up, you know? Getting the blood flowing for the draft. Yeah, I think it's just Necromancer here. And see what's next. Okay. Pick 4 Woodland Wanderer. What's that about? I guess we could go black-green gates, black-green multicolor stuff. I mean, it's also just a 4/4 Vigilance Trample in a 2-color deck. You don't have to go crazy and make it a 5/5 or a 6/6. But we're definitely going to take Woodland Elemental. The next best card is like Loxodon Smiter and Leaf Crown Dryad. And there's a Consider and there's a Rakdos Guildgate. But I see no reason to not take Woodland Wanderer here. I'm unclear what people to our right are doing. I mean, these are all good cards. Like the Hydra, the Necromancer, the Wanderer. These are all cards that I like a lot. Someone is going to get... I forgot about the Chain to the Rocks that we passed. So someone's going to get Chain to the Rocks, Annex. So pretty clearly putting someone, I think, to our left into Boros, which is just fine. Probably hope to not face them, but just fine to have them in a different space than us. But pretty happy so far. Oh man, I was hoping I would get to play with Sphinx's Tutelage. I think Tutelage is awesome. It's awesome with Lich. I think it's just awesome, period. I think it's also awesome in the sense of like, we've seen they're like Considers or Cruises. Like, it's just a really good win condition. We could take... So what are the other options here? Cruel Revival, Pulse of Marasa, Colony Ambush, Guildgate, Pilgrim's Eye. But I think the ceiling on Tutelage is really high, and I'm into it. I could see Pulse being the correct pick here, but I'm not passing up Tutelage. And if 4 other people passed up on Tutelage, there's a good chance that that it could be like that kind of deck is open at the table. Here, I think we have the choice between Pilgrim's Eye and Gust of Wind, and I think we just want Pilgrim's Eye. I guess there's Baleful Eidolon and Nessian Asp too, I should shout out. But I think we're just taking Pilgrim's Eye. I'm not even sure what our like base 2 colors are, and I am fairly certain we will want to splash. So take that. We're got to be mindful of our curve, which is why I'm peeping this Baleful Eidolon at the moment. But I hope I don't have to stoop to that just yet. The boros player gets Burning Anger, worth noting. And now there's an Archaeomancer, a Devour Flesh, and no gates to speak of. And I guess a Nemesis of Mortals, but I think I'm just going to take Archaeomancer, and maybe we're abandoning these green picks and just going back to Dimir. If I'd taken like Pulse over Tutelage, I would be pretty sad at this point because I'm feeling like green isn't flowing and gates are not flowing. And I think playing a card like Devour Flesh, like these queues are going to be tough. Day 2, Draft 2, I think the queues are going to be tough. The good cards are going to dry up a little faster, obviously, and so you may have to play something like Devour Flesh. But I'm going to take Archaeomancer here. Wow, Jessian Thief and Consider here on the wheel. There's also, or not the wheel, but almost the wheel. I'm going to take Thief. I like Consider a lot. So many 3s. Oh, it's also a human for Necromancer. I'm going to take Thief. I think the Considers are great. They're certainly great with Tutelage. They'll be great with Thief. I'm not going to take Sire of Insanity, though I am noting that it exists. But I am just going to take Jessian Thief. Just play well with Tutelage. Makes me think that maybe some Considers, like, can we wheel Considers? Can we wheel, yeah, there's a Consider. Can we wheel Cruise? Can we wheel Philology Archaeologist? That sort of thing. And I guess it's worth noting that blue-green could still be on the table. I've never done blue-green Tutelage, but blue-green could definitely be on the table here. Consider wheeling as well as Wyvern. There's a Pelakka Predation too, but Consider plays nicely with Thief. I guess sort of with Archaeomancer. Definitely with Tutelage. So, and with future treasure cruises that we will definitely want to pick up. Nimbus Naiad, Opal Lake Gatekeepers, Nantuko Husk, Dregmangler. All Magic the Gathering cards. Probably taking Naiad because it plays well with Thief. We have no gates, so I don't want to take Gatekeeper. In blue-black, I don't expect we're going to have a ton of creatures. And Dregmangler I don't think will splash, so Nimbus Naiad that is. And Naiad on both Thief and Lich is definitely a thing. There's a Devour Flesh, but I think we just take Dimir Guildgate. Interesting that with so many gates gone in previous packs that we're seeing both Plaza and Dimir Guildgate still in the pack, as well as a Skyrider Elf. But yeah, I'll take the Guildgate here. Devour Flesh is a card that I'm probably going to want. Dang, another Consider. Let's go. That's great to see. Certainly in the Treasure Cruise waiting room. But like I said, we could still be blue-green. Oh, though Archaeomancer is also another human for the Necromancer. Maybe we do want some sack outlets. Nice. Archaeologist wheeled, as did Pulse. But take Archaeologist here. Bin stuff for Archaeomancer, digs towards Tutelage, is a human for Necromancer. This is nice. And nothing. Take a rare for the collection. So a pretty good pack 1, I'd say, and we're definitely open to whatever in pack 2. That whatever is not going to include Bring to Light. There's a Kiora's Follower. There's a Gnarlback Rhino. There's a Pelakka Predation. There's a Pilgrim's Eye. There's a Simic Guildgate. I think I like the gate. I could be wrong. I just don't care about this, and I just feel like we're so much more likely to be blue-black than blue-green at this point. Just based on how I expect like green versus black to support our blue cards. but that could be wrong. But I think like blue-black is gonna, I think we're gonna want to splash these two if we can. Just getting a couple chunguses, especially Honored Hydra, playing nicely with looting or milling or considers, whatever. Like, I think that's all good. So I'm gonna take the Guildgate here. Pretty underwhelming first pick, but hopefully we'll get paid off with what gets passed to us. Here's a Rescue from the Underworld, a Gurmag Angler, a Phylagi Archaeologist, number 2, and an Evolving Wilds. Creature count a little on the high side for Archaeologist. I still think I kind of want to take it, though. I think it's between these two. I would like a Rescue. Rescue loops with Archaeomancer. Oh, no, it doesn't. This exiles. Yeah, so no loops happening. Oh, this is Balaged Recovery, too, I suppose. Which I guess plays nicely with the Archaeologist as like an MDFC that you can get. Like you can get a land with Archaeologist when you're playing Balaged Recoveries. My gut's telling me to take Archaeologist here because I just don't know what I want. But I could see it being Angler or Rescue or Recovery or Wilds. But I'm just going to take the Archaeologist. It's like a card we might wheel, but oh dang, Mystic and Cruelty in the same pack. I like Snap went for the Mystic, which I think is still right. I think it's still right, but Cruelty is a premium card for us. We're gonna want one of these, but I'm gonna take Mystic here. I see Dreadhound. I see Disciple. I don't think there's no way Cruelty can wheel. There's a world where Mystic could wheel. We also only have 2 instants with the 2 considers right now. I'm so close to taking Cruelty, but I'm gonna take Mystic. That could be wrong, but now we get a clear shot, which is interesting in 2 respects. Could swing us back to blue-green. I've never drafted, I think, straight blue-green that wasn't just like blue-green gates in this format before, but clear shot's good. Plays nicely with like Jesse and Thief. Obviously, we want spells. Archaeologist plays nicely with Lich if we're splashing black. Because otherwise, what am I taking? If I'm blue-black, I'm taking Screecher, which is fine, but like the more non-creature, or the more creatures we take, the worse Archaeologist gets. I think I'm just going to take the clear shot here. And now it's Dimir Guildgate, Zephyr Winder, or Colney Ambush. I think I'm just going to take the gate here. Just weird Sultai deck here. All right, there's a Kiora's Follower. There's a Gates Ablaze. There's also Cruel Revival. We only have 1 zombie right now, but we could get more. And it is like our not first, but second removal spell. I guess there's also Golgari Guildgate. Maybe we just take that. And then we really can just play all this. Maybe I don't play Naiad. Don't need to play Pilgrim's Eye. I guess I'll take the gate. Abhorrent Overlord. So I haven't cast this card yet, but I hear that it's excellent. There's also Treasure Cruise. No! Whew. I think I gotta take Cruise. I'm gonna take Cruise for 2 reasons. One, we're very heavy blue, and there is a chance that we're blue-green and we splash these 2, or don't splash at all. I don't know. I mean, we have 3 black lands now plus Pilgrim's Eye, so we're probably splashing. But the other thing is, like, it's a disaster if I don't get a Treasure Cruise in this deck. So I think we're going to get it. Now we get a 3rd Archaeologist. That's really nice. Dictate's interesting, but 3rd Archaeologist that is. All right, I think we're just in the market for spells at this point. With 3 Archaeologists, which is nice because they dig us towards tutelage. We want spells for Murmuring Mystic, spells for Archaeomancer to get back. All right, Palakra Predation. Charm, Gnarlback Rhino. But I think Predation, just good. Artificially inflates the spell count. And maybe I just need to stop thinking about it as a splash and just like, we're blue-black, or we're blue and then black and green exist. There's Rescue. I'm going to take that. Nice, I guess, with archaeologists have ETBs. Also, sacrificing them with the necromancer is good. Yeah, I like rescue here. Whoa, we wheeled Dreadhound. There's also Savage Punch. Could I be a Savage Punch deck? I've got Hydra, and I've got Wanderer. Not much else punches particularly well, but it is a spell. I guess Thief punches well. I just don't think Dreadhound is it for me here, but perhaps I'm getting got a little bit by my own preferences. Yeah, good. There's a Curious Follower. I just don't think Follower is what this deck is doing. Skeleton, okay. And a fourth Archaeologist, another bit of a dud of an open. So we need our like scatters and our cruelty, and I feel like we could kind of get there. I think taking Cruise over Overlord is an interesting thing, especially with the Dreadhound wheeling. Like, but I just don't think we're having heavy enough pips. I mean, we're just all in on Toots at this point. Just dig towards it, cast it, rinse, repeat. Might wheel an Angler. If we don't wheel the Archaeologist, I would hope, I think, to wheel the Archaeologist and at some point in this pack get a second Treasure Cruise, and just that being the plan, and hope to not die to flyers, but here we go. We're playing Pilgrim's Eye. I don't think we're playing Naiad, though like I said, it does play well with Thief and Lich, but not much else. Incident sorcery count is 7, so not bad. Just need removal. This Savage Punch is awkward. Clear Shot gets a pass. Savage Punch less so. So I guess with 3, potentially 4 Archaeologists, like we're gonna find Honored Hydra a lot. Here we've got Silumgar Sorcerer versus Lich. I think it's just Lich. Over Gust of Wind. It's possible it's Gust of Wind. Exploits a creature, counter target creature spell? No. It's possible it's Gust. I don't have a lot of flyers, though. Currently just Pilgrim's Eye and then tokens I make for Murmuring Mystic. But I think it's Lich. Night Howler and Cruise number 2. Hoo boy. I think it's Cruise. I think we're cruising for a bruising with this deck in a big way. And now hoping we wheel that other Archaeologist. And we have a plan. Like our plan is Sphinx's Tutelage, for better or worse. And we're not playing Night Howler in that plan. Could wheel Urban Evolution, which I might play, but probably not. All right, Cruise, let's go. There's another Night Howler, but there's a Scatter. Desperately needs Scatter. It is looking, it's awkward because the Archaeologists do just get so bad if our creature count is high enough where Night Howler is good. So it's looking like we could have just been blue-black and didn't have to mess in this green space, but I kind of like the green space, especially Honored Hydra with Archaeologists I like, or with the Liches. Like, I just think that's good, clean fun. Take Scatter. The Savage Punch is currently quite suspect, but otherwise I like it. Here, there's Devour Flesh and Undead Butler. I don't think I need to take the Butler here. I think I like Devour Flesh, weirdly. Like, it's not great, but our onboard removal is just fight spells at the moment, so I like a Devour Flesh to find. Ooh, a second Mystic, and I can take it? Let's go. Okay. That's nice. And now another Consider is great. Yeah, feeling like I won't end up wanting Punch, and maybe won't end up wanting Pilgrim's Eye. Everything else is looking good to me. I think we're going to wheel that 4th Archaeologist. I could see Basilica Screecher also getting the axe here. Let's go with the Consider. Pick 8 up Nixless's Cruelty. What a divine gift from the Magic Gods here for this deck, I think. Thrilled to see that. Let's see Archaeologist number 4 and then We'll call it good. This is, yep. 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 23. This will now be 24 with this as an MDFC. I guess we take Sorcerer for the board. It's 13 creatures, which I think is just good enough for the Archaeologist. Could make a cut, but I don't know what that cut would be. And I don't think I need, like 3 Considers I think can replace a land, basically. There's an Angler. There's an Evolution. I don't think I need the draw now that I've got 2 Cruises and 4 Archaeologists and 3 Considers. Like, we're just winning with Tutelage, and that's the plan. When we're not winning with Tutelage, hopefully we're winning with Mystics or big Chonkers, but I really like the looks of this deck. Maybe it's Angler. I could have seen taking, what's it called there? The Blood Scrivener, but probably not. Skeleton doesn't do really anything for me. There's Read the Bones and Baleful Eidolon. Okay. This Devour Flesh is suspect. What's nice is that the Tomebound Liches can pitch it when it's not doing anything for us. I really like the looks of this deck. Maybe I'm too excited about it, but I really like the looks of it. Now let's check the mana. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blue. I think we definitely are going to want 10 there, and then probably go down like this. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 black, and then 2, 3, 4 green. 4 green for 3 green cards is a little yikes. I just can't, I'm never going to want to tap out for Pilgrim's Eye, but I might have to. I also don't know what the cut would be. I want like maybe Rescue? Cutting a spell for a creature just seems so bad. Is Rescue that good? It's pretty good with all the self-mill. Like getting to sack, I don't know, Archaeomancer, get back Hydra. I guess it's bad to get back Wanderer. Plays nicely with Necromancer too. Sack a human, get back a human. I'm keeping Rescue. I'm not gonna play Pilgrim's Eye. I think this mana could be good enough. Maybe I don't need 10 blue sources. Maybe I can get away with 9. That's where I really want blue in my opening hand. I can't ever keep a hand that doesn't have blue in the opener. Maybe I don't have the stuff to clear the way for Jesse and Thief that much. I don't want to cut Jesse and Thief. I could cut Woodland Wanderer for Pilgrim's Eye, which feels weird. I could cut... Gosh, this is hard. I could cut Devour Flesh. Just think I need that. Could I cut a black source instead? Like... So that's 10 blue, 6 black. 5 green. Maybe the Wanderer just doesn't make sense. If I cut the Wanderer, what could I add instead? I could add Angler. I could add Screecher. Sorry, folks. I know this is taking me so long, but this is a really tough decision. If we cut Wanderer, like, do I want to tap out for Wanderer? I probably should. It's big. It's going to be a 4 mana 5/5 in this deck. 4 mana 5/5 Vigilance Trample seems good. And cutting it makes Clear Shot worse, though Clear Shot is still good with double Lich. Maybe I cut it. Do I cut it for a spell? Do I have a spell? My spell is Read the Bones. So no, I don't have a spell. Screecher. Screecher's is not how I'm winning, but it could help me not lose. But I have Lich to help me not lose. Another spell would be nice for Murmuring Mystic, but that spell is Read the Bones. I don't think I can play that here. but maybe I can. I doubt if flyers. Could cut Wanderer for Nimbus Naiad. Maybe that's the play. Naiad's pretty good. It's really good with the Thief and the 2 Liches. Yeah, maybe we cut Wanderer for Naiad and just think about Naiad in the 5s. And then it's 4 green sources, 7 black sources, 10 blue sources. Okay, that's really hard. I don't know if that's right. I think that's the flex slot for sure. Like, do we need to bring in Basilica Screecher or Baleful Eidolon or Gurmag? I don't know. And it could just be Angler, but I think 2 Cruises is going to be using up a lot of our graveyard for sure. But yeah. All right, I'm excited about this deck. Let's see how it fares. The die roll streak continues. I will play first. And there is Sphinx's Tutelage. We'll keep. Hopefully find land number 3 soon. This could still find Pelakra Predation for us, though. That would not be super timely. It's awkward playing with Tutelage in best of 3 because, you know, as we saw, I think folks are going to really want to have access to Artifact Enchantment Removal, Unravel the Ether, Keening Apparition, etc. So we'll see what happens here. Archaeologist finds Clear Shot. Yeah, I'll take it. Hero of Iroas. It's Archaeologist again. Forest consider, take a cruise. Play Caverns, go. And this might be over quickly. This is kind of like true litmus test for the format is blue Tutelage control versus boros aggro. We may drop that whole package going into the next games. Scytheclaw Raptor hits the board. And we get a second black source now. We could get back Consider. We could just Tutelage, which I think is what we're going to do. We have Rescue soon. We could Archaeomancer for Consider. Uses all of our mana as well. What's the ideal thing? And the ideal thing is that next turn we get to rescue Archaeologist and get back Hydra. And if not, then we can just consider in Tutelage. So I like Archaeomancer here. Get back Consider. No attacks. Don't love my spot here at all. Okay, jumping. And I guess blocking? I don't know. Like, I'm sure you have something here, but what else are these cards doing? They're blocking. That's what they're doing. P and K. Wow, yeah. Big trouble here. Let's go Tutelage. Let's go Consider. Let's draw the Forest. Yeah, and they've got a good looking Boros deck too. Okay, so we'll have to do some changes in sideboarding. Like bringing in the big chunks. Maybe just going more blue-black. I don't know. I wonder if this person was the person to our left. I guess we didn't see P and K or anything, but we did see Annex, yeah. And there's Mogus's Warhound on it. Yeah, we're dead. I guess double blocking the Raptor takes one less damage and leaves me with an Archaeologist, but I don't really know what my plan is here. I mean, I guess my plan is this. Get some lucky mills with, like, what do you have? 20 cards left. Seems extremely unlikely. Let's consider. In the gate. Draw. What do you got? Land. Go cruising. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess, yeah, we probably can't hit another cruise. Could get close though. It's 3. Yeah, if I had another blue source, we could get close. You're at 10 cards. That's so funny. If I had another blue source, we would be able to win if we had another. Yeah, if we had another blue source, we could try and win. I don't think. I guess I could have Archaeologisted instead. It would have been at 12. Yeah, I think if I get this back, I block 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then they chuck a thing. Yeah, we're dead. Okay. I mean, of course, we get paired to not so aggro. Let's see if we can't switch it up a little bit. Rescue's out. I think Angler's in. Yeah, we probably just have to go more. Like Eidolon's in, Talkrop's in. Probably no clear. Maybe we just don't do any green, right? Just no green. We'll figure out the mana in a second. We're playing Screecher. We're playing Howler. This is 10, 11. Yeah, so something like this, which is 17. That's 18 actually. Could do 17, and then but this is now 17 creatures. Obviously makes Archaeologists worse, but we still have Angler and 2 cruises. Cut the tutelage. Maybe cut the now Predation's so good because it means Archaeologists can find something for us. Cut Naiad. No, I think I still like Naiad. Cut the Mystics. It's still 9 spells. I think cut the Naiad and do it like that. Okay. Play first. Keep this. Like I don't want to scatter. No, I think we just play Eidolon here, and then we can hold up Scatter plus Consider or Cruelty next turn. And like if this is Hero, we can. Yeah, great. So we get to trade. Beauteous. Trying to follow the hammer in your upkeep. Dragon Mantle? No. I mean, if you have Sajiri Shelter, good for you. Do you really? Good for you. I guess they kind of have to in that spot because they're not bad. But I don't know, man. I guess we let the scry resolve first. I like Screecher. Play that. This seems like it's going to be fall with the upkeep stop. Pia and Kieran, absolutely not. All right. Well, I guess this digs me two deeper, right? We draw that, and then we get a look at the top. Is this true? Yeah. And then we'll just do it on their turn. We're getting an aura. Hanax and Siamede, yeah. And Hero. Okay. You attack now. Do this. Pay. Yeah, I mean, I think we're looking for Cruise at this point. There's Gurmag Angler. Guess we do this. Archaeologist. Pay. Cruise. Which is at odds with us right now, but I think we need the 5/5. Yeah, so we do this, exile, doing this so I can get another Screecher Drain. Because I can't technically cast Cruise, but some cute Jonah stuff happening in the other room. They have a very good looking deck here. And it might just be over for us quite soon. Putting the Warhound on Anax, sure. And then land. And then Does that trample inherently? No. That can't be good. Them attacking with Hero of Eros cannot be good for me. Unless they're getting a little like, ooh, gotta push damage. Okay. So the question here is if we just put Eidolon on 10th District and then we're taking 13 and Anax is still alive. I don't have a great answer for Hero, but I probably should do this, right? And then I'm taking 9. And then, yeah, okay. Then I'm taking 9. And then we cruise. Next turn. Wait, what do you have? Oh, you also have Fall? I mean, you can't beat the nuts, man. You just can't. Like, you just can't beat the nuts. It's also funny that they saw like the exact same cards, like Anax, Mogus, P and K, Shelter. We milled 10th District, like just the exact same cards that we saw in game 1. Yep. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think there's anything we can draw, but we'll give it a whirl. I will decline. Yeah. Cool. So we're not dead. We chump the Legionnaire. We like bounce off of Erois. We'll consider. We're not dead. But I'm sure they're going to top deck something. Why wouldn't they? Yeah. Why wouldn't they? I mean, truly, you just can't beat the nuts. Wish I had more to show for my time, folks, but I don't. Yeah. Boros, nuts. I think this deck was good. I really do think this deck was good, but not this good. So GG's, and thanks for watching. Better luck next time. Go ahead. You're a good opponent. You got this. You got this. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content.